Hello everyone. For me it's good morning. I just got done waking up. My kids are still sleeping. So I'm just going to grab off this pile here of let's use it up in order to make our lovely little journals here. So again, I'm just winging it at the moment. I know that's kind of strange, winging it. But it's 5 o'clock in the morning here. Almost 6. But I just, yeah. Kids woke me up this morning and I just am slowly waking up. One of them mornings. Don't really want to be awake, but I am awake. And so I'm trying to just do some quick videos due to I am going to Black River this weekend with the kids, and I figure, okay, it's either go ahead and do this or just not have anything. So I decided doing this is better than having nothing on YouTube, YouTube, since I'm getting so many subscribers, especially by me doing this constantly. So I'm just creating. It's just a create day. And these are just out of book page pieces here. Again, I'm just using up what I already have sitting around. I had already cut this page up for a different project, and I know it came from the same digital series, so I'm just having fun with it. This is from the digital kit, Vintage Children, so as I said multiple times, I've been trying to stick with the same series, so there we go. Alright, what to do with these? I'm just wondering if I cut this into pieces, glue them down on these pockets. Yeah, I like it this way, so this is what I'm doing. I'm kind of getting sick of this series, but at the same time, I just want to use up pieces. So, only way of using up the pieces is by using it. Definitely not a morning person. I know some people are. Some people would say I am a morning person because normally when I get up, I'm ready to go, trying to get stuff done. But the difference is between normal and this is I need my nice amount of sleep. If I don't get my nice amount of sleep, I'm kind of cranky. Do you ever get that way where you need your certain amount of sleep? After you get that certain amount of sleep, you're fine. It's just you need that amount of sleep, because otherwise you get a little cranky. All right. Got these two going. That one. This fishing one. And then a cute little label. Ooh. Instead of a label, let's do this. No. Right here. Okay, that one would work very nicely there. Yeah. And I'm just going to do a quick little maybe something underneath this. There we go. Just a little something that could go underneath both, actually. Just a little bit here. And then stick this like that. Yes, that is it. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just putzing around here, trying to get some videos done for you while I'm on vacay. My kids are so excited about being able to carve pumpkins. And there we go. Okay, now I think if we just cut that off and stick her on in. Just didn't want to pop out. Just wondering too if I stick this right there. Just give it a little added dimension, maybe. I like it. Not sure exactly why, but I do. I'm just trying to get that white to look a little darker. Okay. Let's just swipe this across here too. It's so stark white. All right. Ooh. I got an even better idea. Stick that onto there. I know, this looks like, oh my goodness, now what is she adding? Tight moments, but I just... There we go. Just enough to add an extra layer. I know it seems strange. Why would you add another layer onto this? But it feels right. So I'm just going to go with it. All right. And I think we're going to add some music to this too. Just because what else do two little kids who are spending time together but not really doing anything else would they do? So there we go. We got 4 more pockets out of this, which is a plus. There. Set that in a pile. Here are 4 more that I wanted to do. This was going to be a tuck. Another cute little pocket. And then these 2 pockets. But I was thinking for this one. Oh, ain't that gorgeous? I kept on thinking, oh my goodness, that would be great as this. Now I have some of these. Yeah, just one cute little label there. That's all I was thinking. Just a cute little label. So I'm going to, this was one of my Mod Podge pieces that I made last summer, not this past summer, but the summer before that. So I just wanted to use it up. It's one of them pieces that just, it was partially done. It's never actually been done. It needed to be done. So let's just make it done. And I figured by using glitter glue, it's gonna dry fast, which I kind of need it to dry fast with this piece because I want it to be stuck on, not floating everywhere. So there we go. Now I'm just gonna do a quick go around with it, and I need to take some more glitter glue to some of this just because it's starting to show its age. It ain't falling apart, it's just showing its age. Which happens with age. But it's easy to glue back together. It's not that bad. Again, it's just showing its age. Actually, I don't think this one did come from that batch. I think this came from a Use It Up book page series that I did in January. So it might not be as old as I thought it was originally. I guess that's a plus. And the reason why these are all paper clipped into what's going where is because I wanted to be able to have the right pieces where I wanted them and not have to think about, oh my goodness, which area is this going into for this journal, etc. Isn't that cute? This was one of the Project Life ideas clusters that we made not long ago, but a little while ago. Last week, I want to say. Or earlier this week. My days are kind of melding together. My apologies. Yeah, my days are kind of melding together quite a bit. Nothing I did wrong, it's just the way it goes sometimes. So there we go. Perfect use of the Project Life clusters that we did together. Alright. Now, I know this seems unusual. Why is she distressing like this? Not like that. I found with fragile papers or not as thick papers, it's easier to distress around the piece and not wreck the paper if you just stick it to this, your glue area that you normally glue on, and just rub it against it. It creates that edging, but at the same time saves you from not killing your paper. So there we go. Now something I can do with these two. Let's see here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Add some of this. This came from a vintage little girl's dress. And I loved it, but nothing was going to happen with it. So I'm like, you know what? This works. Yeah, I like it that way. I might not add any of my people to it. I think it's going to look fine without the people. I think that just, sometimes that's all pieces need, is just a simple thing. Not a whole bunch of layers. And with this, I could see just having simple be the perfect for this instead of the layered look. So there we go, another 4 pockets. Now we have 4 more pockets to go, and then we'll be able to, I'll be sticking the pockets in, and we'll be working on tags hopefully the next video. So here we go. Pockets. So I can make sure that these pockets still have that open part. That's the reason why I glued on the outside edges of both pieces. So you do the outside edge here, and this just makes it so, and then the outside edge of this inner piece, so it's glued in, but at the same time it ain't going to get stuck when you go to press it down, because your edges, you know, do what works for you. But again, just makes it easier on my end to do it that way. So now I'm just gonna tear up parts and bits and make it work, I guess. I don't mind all this. I just want it to, again, look appropriate. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just taking it and glue this down. Yeah, I kind of flipped it over that time. But that's okay. There we go. Again, I'm just gonna keep on gluing and adding with these pieces of paper, and that's how I get it completely covered though. So okay. Didn't like how not straight that was. I know this is probably looking like, what the heck is she doing? I just wanted to quickly cover these envelopes so they look semi-decent, and I didn't really want to deal with spending half a day making it pretty, like overly pretty, when it could easily just be as simple as doing this, covering it up with book page that's already around. Again, it just makes life just a little bit easier when you can just do that. Now, I'm just going to have a girl go across it. Again, I'm not thinking about it, I'm just doing. Now, I want, I think, 2 of these on there. There we go. Yeah, I can't believe the girls, they all were gonna play at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I had to tell them, the sun ain't up yet. You're not supposed to be up playing. And they looked at me and went right back to bed. So me telling them, hey, it's a little too early for this, did work. Which I was a little bit surprised, because all 3 girls are normally the types to not want to listen when it comes down to that. They don't like just going back to bed after starting to play. So I was very happy when they decided to listen to Mommy and go back to bed. I know it's weird that I just did that, but I wanna... There. I'm just going to cut around it, to be honest, so I really don't mind if it's completely covered. Because then I can just lift it up here, and again, all I have to do is cut around it. Sometimes when you're just using pieces, it's a little bit easier to do it this way. Just make sure you don't cut that edge off, because then that would make it so you have to glue it back together, and that ain't fun. So there we go. Only have this piece really left out of the whole thing, so that's a plus. And I'm okay with that little bit of blue showing. That ain't gonna hurt anything. So there we go. Got another one done. And again, I'm just going to grab a random here bit that I think might look good with it. And it uses up some of these small pieces that I have. And then add in another 2 of these. 1 of these. 2. Let's do 2. But this way, I'm gonna put them in this way, so again, I just wanted to give this a different look. And I try to make everything to look similar but different. Again, don't want everything the exact same when it comes down to these pieces, so I just wing it. And so this is a pocket right here, and then this is a pocket right here. And I think I'm going to take some art glitter glue and just quickly glue that down. I think it was originally glued down with glue stick, but that don't seem to work, does it? With this one. I did sew around it too, so it ain't that bad, but there we go. And this is just decoration in the inside. And I think I'm just going to pop it in. I'm not going to worry about decorating it. Not that particular one. Okay. I want that to go over the edge just a little. And I've been still addicted to old cold case episodes. I have no idea where that's coming from, but that's what I've been watching. A lot. Alright, where did I stuck it over here. I know. Why did she just do that? Just to grunge him up a little. And then have tiny character right there. Heaven knows I have enough of them small people. And again, I want to keep on using what I have. I don't want to... I have so much supplies, it feels like I'm constantly just revamping them, reusing them, coming up with something that has nothing to do with them, but at the same time, yeah. So there we go. And that's our nice little pocket here. So, we are done with the pockets. Yay! This is for signature 1. This one is signature 2, and this one's signature 3. So, I mean, they're all pretty similar and everything. I just, when I go to put them in the journal, it's much easier when it's aligned by signatures. I added these two, or glued down some of the ones that we already made. I made tags into tucks, which I thought was really cute. And all that. So I just, again, I'm looking forward to getting done with all these this journal, but I wanted to make sure there were enough pockets per how many signatures I had. So that's when I went through my little tub there, and whatever I had in pockets, I tried to separate them out and decide what would look good for this journal. And that's how I did it. I just, again, went through and picked out what I was going to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Bye.